Hello and welcome to today's session. Today we're going to do a bit of chest opening and a little bit of hips. So come into a tabletop position. You're going to take your right leg a little bit further back than your left knee. We're just going to take a couple of rounds of movements through the pelvis. As you move through the pelvis, you're going to start to make that movement bigger to press the ground away a little, and then relax the chest down, make it bigger, relax the chest down, make it a bit bigger. We're going to stop here. You're going to take your left hand and we're going to see if we can reach back towards the about 45 degrees towards the back of the room. You're going to bring that elbow up, you're going to pop your hand by your rib, and we're going to lift the rib cage up towards the sky. Reaching back and down 45 degrees, hand comes to the rib, we reach the elbow up towards the sky. So we're moving from the rib cage as we twist. Last one here, rib cage up, keep that position. Put extra weight through this back knee, reach your hand up towards the sky, and we're going to turn the hand to face the front of the room. Now you're going to turn the palm to face the back of the room. Turn your palm forward, bring your chin over your shoulder, and turn it back. Last one here, turning, and then drop down back to your mat. Bring both knees level, and then send your left knee back about a foot distance from your right knee. Taking that movement once again. You're going to move through your tailbone. As you start to feel your tailbone move a bit more freely, we're going to add a little bit more action into the upper back, letting that spine relax, letting all those nerves relax before we find some stillness for a breath as we press the ground away. We're going to take the right hand, you're going to thread it through to 45 degrees. As you bring your hand back, find your ribs and lead from the elbow as we're going up towards the sky. Twist, find your 45 degree angle, and then find your ribs, send them up towards the sky. Twist and lift. Last one here, and lift. Reach the hand up towards the sky, palm faces the back of the room. You're going to turn your palm to the front of the room, chin goes over your shoulder. Turn that palm back towards the back of the room and back towards the front. Back towards the back and towards the front. Bring both hands down. Send your both knees back so that they are together and behind your hips. We're going to bring the feet together as we send the hips forward. Now, keep those feet together. As we lengthen through the chest, I want you to start to think about sending your middle part of your chest forward. My leg lifted, don't worry. Middle part of the chest comes forward, and then we're going to round through the spine, just pressing that upper back towards the back of the room. Your job is to feel your shoulder blades come towards your bum. That is your only job in this position. We're not trying to drop through the hips. We're trying to find some movement through your shoulders. We want the shoulder blades to be gliding around your rib cage. Now we're going to let the hips drop. Taking a breath in here. Send the hips back to find a child's pose position. We're going to send the hips forward. You're going to bring your knees so that they are mat width distance apart. You're going to bring one foot towards your bum as you lift up your chest towards the front of the room, and then drop it down. Lift the other leg, foot towards the bum, chest drives forward. We bring both feet down, we press up and back for downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to float forward, drop those knees back down, Both feet come towards the head. As you come into this half tabletop, both feet come to the floor, and then both feet come towards the head. Last time here, half tabletop, and then the feet come towards the head. Try not to squeeze your glutes. We want nice softness through the lower body, so my feet are not even doing anything fun. They don't look beautiful in this moment, and that's fine. We're going to press the ground away here. We're going to slowly lower, and I want you to touch your belly button first to the ground. Then we're going to lengthen the legs and lower the body all the way down to your mat. Bring your right leg up towards your right elbow. Press up into this half frog pose. Back down, switch legs. Press up. Hello, darling. Thank you, babe. All the way down, hips up and back. Child's pose through to your downward facing dog. Take a breath in. We're going to float the body forward. You're going to drop the knees, and we're going to do 3 scapular presses. So most of you have done this with me before. If you haven't, it is kind of a hard movement to find if you are new to this position. I will explain it as best I can. The arms stay straight. That's the only instruction you need. Keep your arms straight. And now we're going to press the ground away. I want you to feel how far you can press the ground away. Now I want you to imagine that someone's standing on your back, and you are going to lower your chest in between your hands. Now I want you to lower your body so that your chest is coming forward. You may need to bend the arms, and that's fine, because I want shoulder blades going towards your bum. We're going to send the chest forward. Now we're going to come back into our tabletop as we press the ground away. Lower, send the shoulders back, eyes of the elbows come forward, and we lengthen the chest. Come back, all the way to the top of that scapular press. Lower the chest, shoulders come back, and we lengthen forward. Hips up and back for downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog, whatever feels good here. Taking a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Right leg comes up. Bend the knee. Open the hip to find your waterfall position. Both hands stay down on the ground. We're pointing the toe. I want you to let your head be heavy. I want you to be able to see your foot. Now, commonly, what I see in this position is people not getting their hip over their other hip before they bend the leg. We want to lead from the knee. So think your knee wants to go towards the sky. From here, we're going to twist, and we're going to take the right knee towards the left side of the room. Hips up and back as we find that waterfall. Bring it back for a twist. Hips up and back. Lengthen that leg. Drop the leg behind your left leg. We're going to send the body forward to a plank position. Then you're going to bring your foot outside your right hand for a lizard. Inhale as we send the chest forward. Exhale, send the hips back to find a hamstring stretch. Inhale, send the chest forward, bring that foot up towards your bum, and now drop it down. Bring the foot up towards your bum, and now drop it down. If you need something to hang on to, grab a strap or a jumper or whatever you have nearby. We're going to reach for that back foot. We're going to send the hips forward as you bring that foot towards your bum. Now I want you to kick your hand, your foot into your hand, so that we're twisting, opening in this revolved lizard. Drop that leg down, send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Exhale, open up for your waterfall. Keep the top part of the body exactly the same. We're going to float forward, drop the foot behind us, find one of my favourites, Wild Thing. Hold in here, pressing that ground away. See if you can turn your chest up towards the sky, and then bring everything back to your downward facing dog. We're going to come forward with wide knees. We're going to send the chest forward, bring the feet towards your head. Exhale, send it back to child's pose. Inhale, come forward to our star up dog. Exhale, I'm going to call them diamond dogs from now on, child's pose. Inhale, diamond dog. You're welcome, Ted Lasso fans. And send the hips up and back to find your downward facing dog. Take a breath in here. And exhale, lift up through that left leg, bend the knee, open the hip again, lead with that knee. Don't leave your knee behind. Taking a breath in. On your exhale, we're twisting over to the right side. Hips up and back, find that waterfall. Exhale, all the way through. Inhale, hips up and back. Maybe we extend that leg. Drop that foot behind your right foot and send the hips forward. Up and back for your downward facing dog. Bring your left foot outside your left hand. Drop the back knee, untuck the toe. Send your chest forward here and then exhale, find that hamstring stretch. Let the lower back start to lengthen in this position. Inhale, come forward. Bring that back foot towards your bum. And now drop it down. Bring that foot up towards your bum. And now drop it down. Bring that foot up towards your bum. Reach for your foot. We're going to lengthen the chest forward. Lengthen those hips forward. Pull the foot in towards your bottom for a breath. And then we're going to kick the foot into the hand. Let that open the front shoulder. Let that open your hip flexor. Let that open your SI joint. This is a multifunction movement. Taking another breath in here. And then bring it back down. Send everything back, up and back to find your downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward. Knees find that wide position, diamond dog. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale, diamond dog. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale, find that diamond dog. We're going to slowly lower, keeping those feet elevated so that we're moving through the entire spine as we're rolling down. Try not to hyperextend the neck, probably something I should have said earlier, and I didn't. We're going to inhale to our cobra position. The hands are going to come off the mat. We're going to interlace the fingers and find this half locust. Why is it half? Because my feet are still on the floor. You're going to lower everything down, roll your shoulders forward so they touch the mat. This is how we find out how rounded our shoulders are, which is okay. Round your shoulders, send your shoulder blades towards your bum and let that peel your spine off the mat. We're going to slow lower as you roll your shoulders forward. Maybe they can tap the mat. Rolling the shoulder blades down and back, keeping the hands by your bum. Let the movement of your shoulder blades, your scapula, peel your body off the mat. And then rolling all the way back down. Hands come underneath the body. We're going to send ourselves through tabletop or straight to plank position. And then send hips up and back to find your downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to lift up through our left leg. We're going to find our waterfall position, keep everything the same, send that foot behind you, lift the hips up for your wild thing. Da-da-da-da-da. On the right side. Taking a breath in here. See if you can push the ground away. Then we're going to float back to our downward facing dog. We're going to try a little bit of something fun here. No one likes it when I say fun. Everyone goes, oh. Okay, so from your downward facing dog, we're going to drop our right elbow down towards the ground. Keep the left one lifted. You're going to send both arms back, send the chest back towards your legs. Let your chest relax and then send your left arm down. Coming back to centre, we're going to try something fun. You can carry on doing right and left. If that wants practice, which it often does because it's a hard movement. But if you're coming with me, we're going to rotate the elbows so that the eyes of the elbows are coming forward, and we're going to drop both elbows down towards the ground, lift back up. Drop both elbows down towards the ground, lift back up. Drop both elbows down towards the ground. Now we're going to see if we can just walk into a weird plank. And then we're going to walk as far as we can backwards, and then we're going to lift into an elbow plank position. Stay here. You're going to walk your feet up. You're going to walk your feet back and then lengthen. Walk your feet up. Walk your feet back and then lengthen. Press your hands into the ground. Lift into a slightly lengthened plank position, and then hips up and back for your downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Exhale, waterfall. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, lizard pose. Inhale, chest comes forward. Exhale, drop that knee. Untuck the toe. Reach back. Don't take your hand more than 90 degrees to start with. We're going to see if we can aim to touch our toe to our hand. You can't, but that's the thought. And then drop it down, let the hips relax. Toes up and down. Toes up. Now we're going to reach for the foot. You can take the outside or the inside, depends how flexible your shoulders are. And now we're going to kick that foot into the hand. Let your chest relax. Let the foot do the work. This is strengthening your hip flexor. That was very Moira Rose. Strengthening your hip flexor as we open that front shoulder. And then let everything come back. See if you can keep hold of your foot. We're going to try something a little bit wild. We're going to bring that foot up towards the body. You're going to roll your shoulders back and down. See if we can stay here. And then see if we can lengthen that leg and open the chest with both shoulders. Whoops. Both hands holding the foot. This is very balancey. Take a breath in here. And then let everything come down. Send those hips back as we find a hamstring stretch just because we're here. And then we're going to send our legs back. Hips up for downward facing dog. Our reset will be a diamond dog to cobra. Cobra to diamond dog. All the way down. And all the way back up. Lengthen those legs. Hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Maybe you want to pedal. For some reason my body just went there, so that's where we're going. Inhale, lift up through the left leg. Exhale, open that hip. Take a breath in here. Inhale to three-leg dog. Exhale, bring that foot outside your hand. Send the hips forward and then a hamstring stretch. Inhale, we're going to bring our left hand to bring it towards the back of the room. We're going to try and touch that hand with our toe and then lengthen. Touch the hand with the toe and then lengthen. Touch that hand with the toe. Take the outside edge. I think I went inside. Yes, I did. Inside feels good for me. You can take the outside though, it's fine. Take a breath as you kick that foot away. Strengthening those hip flexors. Taking a breath in here. Keep strengthening, keep strengthening. And then let's bring that foot up towards your bum. Woo! Oh, the transition. So, using both hands on your feet, you're going to kick that foot away as you reach back for that back foot. Lengthen that chest forward as much as you can. This is a stretch of literally everything in my entire brain. And let it go. Hamstring stretch, just because we're here. And then final part of your flow is going to be hips up and back. The right leg lifts. We open the hip. We find our world thing. We take a breath in here. Maybe we lift our right leg. Maybe we don't. Maybe we bring our foot to our thigh and send it all the way up, back to your three-leg dog. Maybe you don't. Maybe we bring both legs down. Maybe you keep that leg lifted. Either way, we're floating forward to upward facing dog and then sending it back to three-leg dog. Two more like this. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Upward. Bring that knee to the mat. Bring the other one to the mat. Send the hips forward. Then send everything up to find your downward facing dog. Left side. Bend the knee, open the hip. Floating to find your right side wild thing. Take a breath in here. Lift those hips up a little bit more. Maybe we bring that foot up. Maybe we don't. Maybe we glue the foot to the thigh. As we come back to our three-leg dog. Maybe we don't. Maybe you keep the leg lifted. Or maybe you don't. As we find up dog. And then down dog. Up dog. And then down dog. Up dog. Drop both feet. Find your knees. Child's pose. And you can stay in your child's pose for as long as you would like. I hope you enjoyed your practice today. I hope that the upper part of your back feels stronger and more open. And that you just had fun. That is, after all, the whole point. Until the next time, thank you very much for joining me. I hope that the rest of your day is filled with magic and sunshine and things that taste good and things that smell nice and things that make you feel incredible.